Now that we've covered the principles of design and how our pages are laid out, we're going to delve a little bit deeper into typography. So typography deals with everything involving, you guessed it, our type, aka our fonts. So this is kind of a cheesy video, but it's packed full of a ton of awesome information, and I'll break some of that down a little bit more in depth afterwards.
All right, class, it's now time for your anatomy lesson. You know what? Let's take a field trip. Get out your flashcards, it's time for some vocabulary. Leading is the space between lines. Tracking is the space between the letters. And kerning is the space between individual letters. Okay, ready for some math? It's not that hard, I promise. Type is measured in points. There are 12 points in a pica and 6 picas in an inch. So if you have 16-point type with 20-point leading, that's written 16 over 20. When setting type, it can be flush right, flush left, centered, or justified. Be careful of rivers in justified text. You don't want to be able to sail a boat through your words. Jagged edge of type is called the rag. The best rags flow in and out evenly. You don't want to shape in your rag. Y'all still with me? We've barely even scratched the surface. Hierarchy should be your best friend. Look it up and use it. Contrast should be your other best friend. Don't use typefaces that look really similar, and don't be afraid of pairing a tiny sans serif with a gorgeous large serif. Thinking of stretching type? Just remember, typographers spend ages perfecting the proportions of every single letter form. Are you really going to throw that all away? Shame on you. And if you've watched this far, don't you dare ever let me see you use Papyrus or Comic Sans again. I'll be watching you. Alright, Wheezy Waiter, wanna send us off?
Stay awesome. And typography is delicious with sprinkles.